What's going on, LEGO fans? Welcome back. Alex here. Today we're looking at the new update of the downtown area, the new skyline. As you can see, the new arrangement here of these larger buildings here that are always looming in the background. But new arrangement here. Mostly did this so I could get some of these buildings a little bit more visible and make some room for some future builds. In a lot of these rearrangements, I'm always forced to make a tough decision that I just don't want to do but need to for the good of the city, right? And that was in moving Avengers Tower out of this spot here in front of the pond. That was prime real estate. It looked really good there. Had a lot of stuff to make it look pretty in the front there with that flower and other arrangements there. But with it gone now, I needed something smaller there so I could see over it, and I elected to take these two modular buildings here, the diner and brick bank, to take its spot, and I think it looks pretty good there. You'll also notice that behind these modulars here is a new road. It used to be a one-way street there. It is now a full-on two-way, so that goes all the way through there, and the entire road there is actually underneath that airport shuttle track now. So Avengers Tower's new spot right here, I'm not really a huge fan of it because it's so close to the railroad tracks and it takes up a lot of space from the front here, because I wanted to have a lot of fun stuff in the front of it, but inevitably that's the best I could get. So no statue in the front. In fact, the statue is still there. It's right there in the corner, but I think it still looks pretty good. It still stands out, and actually I like having this this side of it a little more visible to people who come and visit, because it just looks like a cool straight up office building, but still has but still the Avengers Tower. So, but obviously from there you have the Torg building, Octan Tower, the Shmew Tower, the future Shmew Tower, and of course, ending it off there is the hospital. All right, just for fun, I'm going to show you guys what is going on here with the pond area. I continue to compromise or take away space from my ability to get in here. So these are the row plates that are sticking out a good 3 inches from the plywood. This is all for the sake of having a two-way road instead of just a one-way behind these modulars. So I can still fit, but I think I need to stop right there. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to get through here anymore. So here I am in the middle of the downtown area here. Just kind of pan around all the base of all these buildings here, including these two modulars that have taken the luxurious spot of the Avengers Tower. And here's another look at that two-way road now. I like how that works. Moving the modulars around, I was able to move the Ghostbusters Firehouse right here. There is a gap of one stud between these two buildings because at the back of this set there are those pivot elements that just make it so they can't be flush. So that meant that there was potentially one stud too many at the end, but as you can see, I have the a haunted house there at the end, which is not taking an entire plate. So I'm going to showcase that in just a moment here, but happy to get that back out. But before I do want to look at the new construction here. This is the new Shmew Tower. This is going to be a very, very tall building if all goes to plan. And I have some pieces on order that should allow me to complete the framing, but that's going to take a few weeks before those actually get to me. But in the meantime, it's nice to have something for my construction crews to actually work on instead of just sitting dormantly around, sitting on their hands. Now, as for the haunted house, I guess it can be said that it's a little out of place being in the downtown area here, but like I said before, it fills in very nicely where I couldn't put a normal modular building in, and I think it looks okay next to the other modulars, so I'm going to keep this here for a while, I think. I think that's mostly going to wrap it up for the new downtown area. One more thing I want to mention on this new construction is which way it's really facing. This is the front of it right here, so facing the same way as the Shmew Tower and so forth. Played around with the different orientations on this thing, but decided that was the best way to actually arrange this with future goals in mind. But this will be 12 floors high. Each floor will actually be 10 studs high, so now you can do the math. It's going to have a particular design for the first 8 floors, and you're seeing a lot of the design right here. I don't have the elements to actually build these up yet, but there's one on that side as well, and that will continue up for the first 8 floors, and the final 4 floors will just be 4 of these 16 by 16 plates together to kind of round that up. So we'll see how this turns out. The pick a brick order I have should get here in about 3 weeks or so. In my experience, that's how long it takes, and then we can complete the framing and kind of see what this is all going to look like in the end, because it might be too tall. I mean, I measured it out, and it does come close to the ceiling. But I don't know, can you make a building too tall in Lego? I don't know, is that even possible? I guess we're going to find out. My guess is no. So anyway, there also is a goal in mind here to do an elevator, dual elevators here in the back. So I wanted to make sure there was some room here with the train track to make sure that is possible. So fun stuff. So that's going on. We got the new arrangement of the buildings here, the new skyline of Minneapolis going on. So all good stuff. So let me know what you guys think of the new arrangements. I'm sure the placement of Avengers Tower might get some frowning faces. It's kind of getting one from me, but you do what you got to do when you're rearranging your city and trying to make things work. You guys with Lego Cities know what I'm talking about. And now I think the only area in this new city that I have not rearranged since I finished my basement is just this area right here in front of all these modulars and those modulars themselves, that first block anyway. But hey, just give us some time. We'll get there, right? Okay, well, that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and we'll see you again in the very near future. We'll see you. Bye-bye.